Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to quickly go over some features of Cascadeur. Now, if you don't know what Cascadeur is, it uses AI and machine learning to help create animation using physics or Mocap. Now, before I go ahead and show you that, first I want to go ahead and show you how to actually get Cascadeur. So the first thing you want to do is go to their website, which I'll put a link in the description down below, and click Get Started. And as you can see here, they have few different plans. They also have a free version which basically has everything from rigging, physics-based animation, mocap animation. The only thing that it doesn't do is you cannot export in FBX, which is a big bummer, especially if you want to take that animation and put it in Blender or any other program. But if you do get either one of the paid plans, you will be able to export in FBX format. Moving on, in order to download Cascadeur, all you have to do is click Get Started and then click Download. Once it's done downloading, then you'll be brought to this homepage and then you can select any one of these characters. One thing I really like about Cascadeur is that whenever you move one of the body parts, the whole body shifts to make sure it makes sense how that body part should get there. I'm not sure if I'm describing that correctly, but you can see here as an example. Moving on, let's go over some of the features in Cascadeur that I'll be using for today's video. The first thing is this button right here. So once you click this, it will expand, and what this is different type of view mode. The first one is a clean slate where you can see your character without anything obscuring it. The next one is auto posing mode, which is used to pose your character. And these two are the only ones I'm going to be using here, but there are other different modes that do different things. The next thing we're going to focus on is this button right here, which is the physics button, and I'll demonstrate that later on in the video. And this button right here is for mocap animation, where you can turn your videos into animation. I'll be also going over this in a bit. And the last thing is the timeline at the bottom. So in order to insert a keyframe, you want to go to that frame and then select it and then click the letter F. This will insert a keyframe and then you can move your characters however you want. And as you can see here, the character is jumping from one pose to another, and it's not smooth at all. So in order to make it smooth, you want to go ahead and select all of the frames from the start of the animation all the way to the end. Just click and drag until you have the whole animation selected. Then you want to click this button to expand and then select the Bezier curve. Now your animation should be a lot more smoother. And if you want to make the animation last longer or make it shorter, all you have to do is click the plus or the minus button from your keyboard. As you can see, making the in-between frames longer or shorter makes the animation go faster or slower. And along the way, you can tweak every single body parts, like I just moved the hands right now. Now clicking the physics tab, it's going to create a duplicate, and then you can go to the physics setting right here. And this will give you more options to smooth out the animation and also add secondary motion. But honestly, I'm not really that good at it. I just started learning this stuff, so I would highly recommend you go ahead and check out the Cascadeur's YouTube channel. They have in-depth lessons and tutorials you can learn from. To finish this off, if you're happy with the physics, all you have to do is click this button to apply to your animation, and then click yes. And then you can turn off the physics by clicking this button. And you can still go ahead and edit the keyframes as much as you like. And that's the basics of using Cascadeur. Now I'm going to quickly go over how to use mocap animation. The first thing you want to do is bring in the video. For this part, I'm going to be using this video from YouTube. So you want to click Files, Import Reference Video, and then click Choose and then select your video. And for the frame path, you want to click Choose and then find a folder to save the image sequence, and then click Import. Once you have the video, all you have to do is select the frames that you want to be animated. Just click and drag and select all the frames that you want to be animated. And make sure you're selecting it from the video timeline, not the character timeline. And then make sure your video is selected and then click this button called Mocap. And then it will give you an estimated time as to how long it will take to animate this. And just click yes. As you can see here, it's not perfect, but it's workable. Currently, the timeline is fixed, so if you want to edit, then you'll have to unbake the animation. So go ahead and select all of the frames and then click this button right here. Now you'll be able to edit this and add physics to it as well. And with a little bit of tweaking, I think it turned out great. And that's pretty much it for Cascadeur. It's a very powerful tool and there's a lot to learn. And over time, hopefully I will get better at this. If you have any suggestion as to how I can improve faster, please let me know in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time.